So now, Wakenya, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Hope you've enjoyed the Christmas. Hamjamaliza pesa so that you can enjoy also New Year's. Now mlipe fees and whatnot. But before we wind up this year, customary, this will be my first one, to do is a kind of a top 10, top 5, the movies that I enjoyed most, Kenyan movies that I enjoyed most this year. But this is for specifically Kenyan movies, this particular video, but I am also going to be talking about the movies in general, now inclusive of international films. So I have a top 10 international movies of 2023, and now I have top 5 Kenyan movies of 2023, according to me. Of course, I have not watched all Kenyan movies that have been released this year. This is my list, the ones that I've seen, and the ones that I think at least require to deserve to be spoken about even more, put on this kind of ranking, So twende kwanza, straight away, number 5. Number 5 in my estimation is the film Nairobi, he film. This one is by Jennifer Gatero. It's on Netflix. You can see that. For me, it's the number 5 film there, because while it's the genre that I am not particularly enthusiastic about. Okay, let me not say not enthusiastic, but it's because it seems to be the only one and it's everywhere. But it's a good story. They've talked. It's like university students forming a gang, trying to rob. Then things happen in there. Go watch that movie. It's a good watch. It's good entertainment. Congrats to Jennifer and team on that. That's number 5. Number 4 for me is the film Mono. Yeah, I did a review. Okay, these are films I've done reviews about some of them. Mono is basically the life of a Form 1 in Kenya. For those who don't know what Form 1 is, if you are from out there internationally, Form 1 is, is it 12th grade? This is when the class you go to when you're 13, 14 there, the first year of high school, for those who have the same. So there's a certain culture of, can we say, bullying, and there's a certain culture how these young men and women come into these high schools, how they are treated. So it's exploring that, and I thought that's very Kenyan, very us. I think all of us who've gone to high school, which is majority of us, we go through that. So I like it personally because of that mostly. My review on it is there, so you can go watch that. See my opinion on what I think of it as a product in general. So that is number 4. Number 3. Hey, number 3 hapa ni Kiza. Yes, now Kiza featuring Kishix Kapienga, ule alifaa kuwa Nairobi Afla. She's been everywhere. So it also has criminal, stories, about somebody, this lady who's trying to overcome certain criminal elements from where she comes from. I think, generally speaking, or if you had to say, okay, these are the movies that are best in Kenya, this one stands out for me primarily because there was the production quality was a bit better than the ones I've mentioned before, mostly, the filming, lighting, whatnot. Obviously, I have my review of the same on the channel, so you can watch that and know what I think of it. But I gave it, otherwise, number 3 best movie of Kenya, according to Alboa Cinema. Number 2. Villains of the Metropolis. Not crazy about the name, as I said, but I like the quality. I like the concept of it. This lady is on a revenge mission, a cheating man and whatnot. So I don't like to give spoilers on these things because I would like you to go and watch them. I'm just hoping you'll take my word for it. It's an entertaining film. You'll enjoy it. It's there upon the Netflix also. So you can actually Nairobi, all this except Mono. Mono is one that I don't think is on Netflix. So they're on Netflix. So Villains in the Metropolis. I don't like the name, but the movie is entertaining. You'll be able to enjoy yourself. Sarah San is carrying that film, and she does well. She does well, and I think she's one of the better actresses we have around this country. Yeah, and of course now number moja. Yeah, in my opinion, number moja best film of this year is Mvera by Daudi Anguka. Now this film, concept-wise, I like because it addresses things that are going on, like a lot of things that happen, especially in this third world country of ours, where people are taken to other countries maybe to do jobs or whatnot, and it's more so slavery more than anything else. But now there's also now this one explores more the organ transplant black market, which I think the way they handled that it's a very entertaining movie. It's also the one that was taken for Kenyans for the Oscars. My personal belief is that it's not there yet, like in terms of what it will have to compete with on the Oscars to top any category. It's not there, but it's the one that we chose because it's the best one that we had this year. So you can only give your best, then you continue to build on that. So Anguka went hard on this one. He put in a lot of work. It seems and I think he told me he spent about 9 or so million shillings to produce that, which is a lot of money in our industry, especially when you're self-funded. He's also like a big TV producer. So yeah, but he's self-funded. The fact that he's put that down and the film has done what it's done. He also did a very good cinema run. He did Mombasa, he did Kisumu, he did Nairobi, and more people. And then you see his events were very colorful, and he put a lot of effort on pushing online. So overall, I think that this was the best movie in terms of quality, story-wise, the post-production and whatnot. On top of that, how it was promoted, how it's out there, how they've made sure that they did their theater run properly, because that's what really we need. So it really tops in so many categories as far as I'm concerned. Sawa. So that is my top 5. This is the thing. It's very likely you'll not agree with my roster there. But that is why, a lot of this, like in art in general, especially when you're just trying to rank one thing over another, where there isn't too much give in terms of quality, you'll always have different views on the same. You'll always think, no, me, I like this. It's also genre based, because me, I'm a more like action, sci-fi. That's not really my world. That's what really entertains me. So some movies would be good. For example, some romantic comedy would be very nice, but personally, I wouldn't be interested in it. So it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just taste-wise, it's not something I care about so much. So there are a lot of other films out there, and there's so many. I was just checking today, like on Netflix, there are so many Kenyan films there. What I would request as you go watch them movies, because it's what the cumulative effect is that we have more numbers there. So Netflix itself feels more seduced to come and invest more in that kind, to commission or license movies and TV series. Yes? So this is the main thing. This is how we build it. And because I've always said, we are not the film industry of many movies, but few and quality. That is how I think, that's how we are inclined. Because I also Kenyans are very picky. If you don't do something, they'll watch a bogus Nigerian movie. It's not even done well. But they will not watch ones that is done better. Because I think there's also I don't want to bring this other silly politics into it, but because I've seen Kenyans support their own all the time. It's just that I guess sometimes they put standards on you they don't even realize, but it's just like, why is it not better than that one for these people? Something like that. I almost forgot. There's some two pictures I've seen, but mostly short films that I have to give an honorable mention. Instant Dad, I think it's nice. Kanairo, Mawimbi, short film, I think it's also quality. It's quality. And Where the River Divides, that Luo short film. So I just mentioned this because, short films, I don't consider them. I consider them a learning things for NGOs to do. But to do commercial film, feature films is the way. But these ones show at least people have the right mindset, the right way to go about this. And short films are one of the best ways to actually learn how to do the bigger scale ones at a higher level, higher quality, storytelling, character development, post-production, all those. So you use these things when you're doing short films, you learn them. All right? Otherwise,
subscribe to Alboa Cinema.